You think you know your coworker. You've worked with them, trusted them. But the truth is, you don't know who's really sitting next to you. Let's see why. $12. That's all I had. My rent was 5 days late. A final notice was taped to my door. And I was sitting in my car during my lunch break, not eating, just calculating how far I could drive before I ran out of gas. I was 23 years old, and I had no idea that the worst thing in my life was about to walk through a kitchen door. I was staring at a vending machine I couldn't afford to use, wiping my eyes with the back of my hand. That's when he walked in. Gray suit, calm eyes, the kind of man who filled a room without trying. He saw me crying. He didn't ask what was wrong. He simply reached inside his jacket and slid a thick envelope onto the table beside me. "Fix whatever is worrying you," he said quietly. "You're too young to look that tired." Inside the envelope, $500. Cash. A week later, he got me hired full-time. Double the salary, double the hope. His name was Arthur. And for 6 months, I thought he was the kindest man I had ever met. He became my mentor, my protector. He taught me how to dress for board meetings, how to handle difficult clients. He took me to expensive lunches and asked about my dreams. I felt safe. I was wrong. He didn't cross the line all at once. No. He nudged it, inch by inch, until I had no personal space left. It started small. He needed to know where I was. If I stepped away too long, he'd be waiting when I returned. "You were gone a while," he'd say, smiling. "Everything okay?" Then gifts began appearing on my desk. A coat, a phone, things I never asked for, things I tried to return. One afternoon, he called me into his office. My personnel file was open on his desk. "I see you live on 4th Street, he said without looking up. "That's not safe for a girl living alone." Every instinct I had was screaming. I started pulling away. And that's when the mask slipped. He began waiting for me in the parking garage. Every evening, leaning against my car door so I couldn't get in without brushing past him. One night, the garage was empty. Just the two of us, the hum of fluorescent lights. "I made you," he said, stepping closer. "You were nothing before I helped you. You owe me." I went to HR the next morning, told them everything. The woman across the desk looked uncomfortable. "Arthur is a pillar of this company," she said. "You're probably misinterpreting his kindness. Don't make a scene. It won't end well for you." So I quit. No backup plan, no safety net. I just couldn't breathe in that building anymore. I blocked his number. I thought, Tito, that was the end. 2 weeks later, his silver sedan was parked in front of my house, just sitting there. The police came. "He's not on your property," the officer said. "We can't arrest someone for sitting in a car." He stayed for 3 hours that first night. He came back the next night, and the night after that. Sometimes he didn't even sit in the car. He just stood on the sidewalk, staring at my door. I stopped sleeping. I stopped feeling safe anywhere. Then came the night I thought it was finally over. 3 a.m. Heavy rain. His car wasn't outside. Maybe he'd given up, I thought. Maybe it was done. Then I heard it. The soft squeak of the laundry room door hinge. Someone was inside. I didn't scream. I crawled behind the kitchen island, squeezed into the narrow space between the fridge and the wall, pulled my knees to my chest, and held my breath, wet shoes on the linoleum. He was humming. "Maya." His voice was cheerful. "I know you're up." I dialed 911, left the line open. He moved through the house, opened doors, kicked my bedroom door in, then came back toward the kitchen. His shadow stretched across the floor, 5 feet away. He stopped humming. The kitchen flashed blue, then red, then blue again. The police had cut their sirens a block away. Arthur straightened his tie, and the back door burst open. "Police, show me your hands!" They arrested him. When an officer unzipped the black duffel bag Arthur had dropped, I saw what was inside. Heavy rope, duct tape, industrial trash bags. He hadn't come to talk. Arthur went to prison. His family's lawyers made sure the sentence was light. I never saw him again. But sometimes, late at night, when a hinge squeaks or a shadow stretches across the floor, I still hold my breath. Because the most dangerous predators don't look like monsters. They look like the person who saves you.